I wrote these songs. Hello and welcome back to the I Wrote These Songs project, and today's song is called Not What I Want, which was written in 2010. One of my hyperfixations when I was 15 going on 16 musical-wise was Moulin Rouge and Chicago. I saw them both at around the same time and instantly fell in love with them. And so it inspired me to have a musical about a brothel and the characters within it, a big sweeping romance that may or may not end in tragedy. I must have had it all plotted out, and in fact I distinctly remember being in my GCSEs exams and secretly writing a song list or planning in that spare time that was left of the exam. God knows how I got away with that, and then stashing those pieces of paper away for later. But instead, I only got round to writing about 3 or 4 of them. I didn't commit to it, really. And that is also something you should know about my creative process when I was a teenager. It was very rare that I actually completed a project that I was working on, whether it be a musical or a novel. So the majority of songs that are in this project are from incomplete projects from my teenage years. So this brothel musical starred a male prostitute who was the star prostitute of the brothel, and he is loved by all of the women. There is one particular woman, the star female prostitute, who has a crush on him, but he doesn't really care for her. I think one day the love interest comes in and wants to be a prostitute, and then the main guy and the girl, I wish I could remember their names, guy and the girl prostitute are supposed to fall in love, and I'm sure there was lots of melodrama and sadness. This song, Not What I Want, is the I Want song for this star prostitute, and he's realised he doesn't want to be a prostitute anymore. And oh wow, show that you're 15 years old without any clue about sex work or sex in general without saying that you were 15 years old and writing. This is probably the most cringiest song in this project just because of how naive it is, and I just didn't know what I was talking about. And oh, the lyrics are really, really terrible for this. How on earth do I pick a worst lyric? I think I'm going to go with, what I give them in pleasure, in cash they must return. Nice bit of Yoda speak there. Or, of course, the line in the chorus, my sex for money's now a chore. And then just random words that this character would not know about, that he wouldn't sing in his lyrics, like mesmerize and beguile. And it's meant to be this smooth, sexy song sung by the most beautiful man ever created for musical theatre. And it fails spectacularly. And oh boy, when I was performing this for the camera, I just tried to be as earnest as I could. Nothing like powering through a song with awful lyrics and desperately trying to believe them. So anyway, here it is, the failed male prostitute I Want song from the failed prostitute musical that I tried to write when I was 15. Make of it what you will, and see you for the next one. My legs are always open, my body all undressed. In this uniform, it's still a task to look my very best. To fall asleep's the last thing I can do upon this bed, for I use it every night for other purposes instead. My customers adore me, they all have come to learn that what I give them in pleasure, in cash they must return. Not all of them are beauties with hard and working gears, but I guess I can't be picky in that part of my career. The hours pass the nights along, this record plays the same old song. The girls are getting what they ask, but I am forced to wear a mask of happiness in what I do. My customers don't have a clue, my sex for money's now a chore. It's not what I want anymore. I'm in a game of passion, but I don't want to play. Yet those girls are mesmerized and believe everything I say. And I'm feeling nothing while I make their bodies quake. Well, in fact, they go insane with almost every move I make. When I perform my duties, I let those girlies win. I beguile them even though I hate the routine I'm fixed in. And thinking of myself, I have barely had a time, for my client's satisfaction is now overthrowing mine. The hours pass, the nights along, this record plays the same old song. The girls are getting what they ask, but I am forced to wear a mask of happiness in what I do. My customers don't have a clue. My sex for money's now a chore. It's not what I want anymore.